Today, our class is called Gentle Ways to Practice Self-Love. And when I was creating this class, I was thinking about how do we generally think about self-love? And the thing that came to me was normally when we think about the self-love, it's normally like the big things. Maybe treating ourselves, having a massage, going on a holiday, buying new clothes, getting our hair done, those beautiful things that make us feel good. And yes, they are very important. But today, what I would like us to really focus on is the really subtle and small ways that we can practice self-care and self-love. And particularly if we are giving a lot to others, it becomes even more important that we really keep ourselves topped up so that when we do give to others, it's coming from a place of abundance, it's coming from a place of overfill. You might even like to think of the metaphor of a cup and a saucer, and we want to focus on filling up the cup, which is ourselves, and then it overflows into the saucer. And as it overflows into the saucer, we give from the saucer and not the cup. So what are those gentle, like subtle things that keep you topped up and that keep you happy? And when we're in that place, giving to others feels effortless and easy and enjoyable. When we're giving from the cup, it feels like tinged with maybe resentment, with repressed anger, and over time it's not so sustainable. It will result in burnout. So what we want to do is create a situation where we are topping ourselves up. And what I wanted us to look at in our little meditation today is just those subtle, gentle ways that we can keep ourselves topped up as we go about our days and our weeks. So really drilling down, and as I was really sitting with this topic, what came through to me is it's about how to create a loving, gentle, and caring relationship with ourselves. And then that can overflow into how we are with others. So some of the ways that came through to me, and we can bring this into our meditation today, is how do we talk to ourselves? Now, for many of us, we've just taken the voice of our parents or maybe a teacher or somebody else that's been important in our upbringing, and we've just taken their voice and their words and their tone, which may or may not be the most loving, most caring, most kind, most inspiring, encouraging way of speaking to ourselves. So how we speak to ourselves can be changed. We can use different tones with ourselves, and we can allow that gentleness, that patience, encouragement, so that we build this loving, supportive, nourishing relationship with ourselves. I mean, the funny thing is nobody can see the way that we speak to ourselves. And for many of us, actually, I mean, we have something like 60,000 thoughts a day, which is amazing. But for many of those thoughts, they're totally unconscious. And this narration is going on inside of our heads all the time. So, so that might be something that as you start to place your awareness on it, as you start to place your attention on it, you can start to just become aware of how are we speaking to ourselves, what words are we using, what tone are we using. So that might be one area that we can start to create a really powerful shift. Another thing we can start to do is to give ourselves permission, so full permission to make mistakes. So it's almost like giving ourselves a longer rope to get things wrong, to fail, to fall down, to try something new and not be great at it. Maybe we dream of painting or learning a new language or just doing something different, but maybe even the idea of it fills us with fear, or we don't even let ourselves take the next step because the mind will suddenly start to imagine how bad we'll be or how hard it will be or XYZ. But actually tuning into what is it that would bring joy or fun, just doing it for the fun of it, not having to get it perfect, not having to get it right, but just because it is interesting for you. So yeah, this is just a couple of ways that we can start to shift this relationship that we have with ourselves, because we were born with ourselves, we live with ourselves all the way through, and it's if we have this healthy and loving relationship to ourselves, we can never be lonely. We can never be sad in a way that we need something or somebody else to fill us up, because we have ourselves and we can really connect with what it is that we want to do, and then we can give ourselves permission to do it. We don't need validation from anybody else. We're not waiting around for somebody else to give us the nod. So another way that you might like to think about it is creating space between stimulus and response. So say something happens, you have the thought, oh, I'm hungry. Or, but you've just eaten, so you're not really hungry. You've had the thought comes into the mind, oh, there's that chocolate cake in the fridge, or there's XYZ. So that's the thought, that's the stimulus. What we want to do is start to create space between the response, stimulus and response. So then we can, with that extra space, it's a gift that we can give ourselves, that we don't have to act on that thought. Yes, we can go to the fridge. Yes, we can eat the chocolate cake, no problem, but we don't have to. So we start to take back control of our minds. So that might be a nice way to think about it. Is we're just looking like another way to practice self-love, a gentle way to practice self-love is just to notice that stimulus, the thought, I'm going to, or I want XYZ, or I need XYZ, and then the action. So I work with a lot of clients that have, in their own words, an online shopping addiction. And one of the things that they say is that literally that the space between stimulus and response is nothing. They see something online, boom, buy it, and then the next morning or whatever, wake up and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've purchased it. I don't really need it. I have 500 other tops. So this, like practicing this, creating space between stimulus and response. And you can use this with eating, you can use this with any pattern that you want to shift. Often the mind is so bossy and blah, 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 blah. But as you create space between stimulus and response, the mind can have that blah, 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 and it doesn't mean that you have to act on it. You can create space. So that's sort of something fun that we can start to play around with. And then the last thing that I wanted just to really add to this, just gentle ways that we can practice self-love, is in the way that we connect to ourselves. So, question for you who are here with me on the talk. If you have, if you can see, you have like a little chat box. Pop into the chat box, send me a little message and pop into the chat box. What are some gentle ways that you could connect with yourself? What comes to mind when you think of that? Gentle ways to connect with yourself. So I'm going to add one just to start us off. So a gentle way to connect with myself, the way that I like to wake up in the morning is when I wake up, I like to take a stretch. And it's just like a gentle way to reconnect back to my body. It allows me to start the day with a movement, and it's also just a lovely way to wake up and give myself a few minutes, so I'm not like bouncing out of bed, but I'm just gently waking up, I'm stretching my body, I'm arriving back in my body after having traveled wherever I've traveled overnight, coming back to my body, and just allowing myself to sort of wake up slowly, wake up gently. So that is a lovely way that I like to connect with myself. Okay, so we have in the chat box, we have, yes, like putting on moisturizer in a gentle way. That's another lovely way that we can start to really connect with our bodies. Fantastic. Also, meditation is a beautiful way to connect gently, lovingly with ourselves. And we can do it from bed. If you want, you can do it as you wake up, you can do it as you're going to sleep, or throughout the day. Maybe you have like a little meditation spot. So I live by the seaside. So in the summer, I really like to wake up nice and early with the sun and go down to the beach and watch the sunrise. At the moment, we're here in England, and our winter mornings are so chilly. I haven't been out, but not only chilly, they've just been grey and drizzly as well. So I feel like I've been missing seeing some sunrises and having that sort of outside meditation. It's just so beautiful to be out in nature. Also taking some deep breaths, yes. So just really creating healing through breath work. And you think about how powerful our breaths and our breathing is. So yeah. And also taking a quick walk outside. Yes, I love that as well. And often it doesn't have to be ages and ages. It's just, as you say, a quick walk can just be a lovely, gentle way. So all of these things they don't cost us money. They're not expensive. They can be done very quickly. And they're just gentle ways to practice kindness, to practice self-care. Cool. So let's come into our meditation. So getting yourself nice and comfortable. And just rolling the shoulders in a way that feels really lovely for you. So I have also brought in some crystals for our meditation today. These are clear quartz crystals. So I'm going to place them right in front of me and invite their healing energy into our meditation. Just taking your fingertips and just gently massaging into the jaw. You might like to open the mouth and close the mouth a few times, just releasing any tension, any stress, any anxiety, any tightness, any fears, any stuck energy. Just massage that away. A nice way to massage is just to take your thumbs and just place them in the lower part of the jaw. Take your fingertips above that lower jaw into that sort of soft, fleshy part, and then just gently massaging away Taking a nice long deep breath in and a nice long deep breath out. Letting your fingers massage into your temples, just massaging away any tightness that might have got stuck here over the week. Just massage that away. Placing both feet flat on the earth, feeling your left heel connecting to the ground, feeling your right heel connecting to the ground. Just gently bring your hands down to rest on your legs. Allow yourself to take up some space. Allow yourself to spread out. You might even like to spread the arms out and just energetically just take a nice stretch into your body and just gently allow everything to soften. Turning your gaze inwards and just finding your breath and just starting to notice your breath and the natural rhythm of your beautiful breath as you breathe in and your breath as you breathe out. And just turning your attention to your inner world, the world of your thoughts and your feelings. And just really knowing that this time is a powerful gift for yourself. Just really allowing yourself to connect to your inner world and really to invite in a new energy into your inner dialogue, that inner narrative that has an opinion on everything in your life. Just inviting in the frequency of love, the frequency of kindness, the frequency of deep care, and dropping away any sense of judgment, harshness, criticism, and just allowing this beautiful healing frequency to come into your inner dialogue, your inner narrative. No need for the inner critic, just allowing your voice to become like one of your best friends, a real champion, encouraging you, inspiring you, and congratulating you on all the things, all the wonderful things that you do every single day. How you look after others, all the things that you do in the world. It's easy to dismiss them, but in this moment, just really becoming like your biggest champion, your biggest supporter. Really practicing this gentle way of self-love, self-approval, really recognizing your self-worth. And in our meditation today, just making the choice to really put yourself first. What does that look like? What foods would you eat if you were really putting yourself first? Choosing to eat in a way that would nourish you, mind and body, heart and soul. Dropping all judgment and just allowing yourself to choose the foods that feel really good for your body. Really listening to your body, hydrating your body, allowing yourself to drink water, to nourish, to hydrate your cells. Maybe a little squish of lemon juice just to cleanse your body. Maybe a little pinch of sea salt with electrolytes, minerals. Just see yourself choosing foods, hydrating foods, nourishing foods. Giving yourself full permission to enjoy your food. Really caring for your body, caring for your mind, making good choices for yourself. No restrictions, no deprivation, no controlling, but just knowing that you have full freedom to choose the right foods. See your body responding positively, becoming stronger, becoming healthier. See the muscles in your body becoming stronger. As your muscles become stronger, seeing all the proportions of your body just starting to subtly change. See yourself becoming toned, feeling fitter, feeling stronger, feeling healthier, craving all the foods that feel good in your digestive system. Allow your body to really enjoy digesting easily, effortlessly. See yourself totally connecting to your inner wisdom, letting yourself be guided by this part of you that knows your truth. The part of you that can see through fear and keeps encouraging you to do that thing that will make you feel like you're contributing, that you're giving back, that you're being of service, that you're learning, that you're growing. Your soul is being nourished. Staying connected to your intuition and giving yourself full permission to say no when you don't want to do something, not feeling obligated, not feeling that you have to or that you should. Just knowing that no is a complete sentence, giving yourself that permission slip to say no to the things you don't want to do. And the more that we practice that, the easier it is to create space, to create time for the things that you love to do. See yourself becoming spacious and really creating space for the things that really you want to do. What are those things? Breathe those all the way into your body. Just feeling connection to this power that lives right in the very center of you. Knowing that you can make new choices at any moment in time, even if you have been doing something for weeks, months, years, or even decades. You have the power. You can make a new choice. You can choose differently. Giving yourself full permission to play, to be creative, to create space between the stimulus and response. You can choose new thoughts, new feelings, new stories for yourself. Just knowing that the stories from your past don't have to be the stories of your future. You can create new stories using your thoughts, using your feelings, using new actions, creating an entirely new result. And just thinking about what is the one shift, maybe a baby step, that you would like to take after our meditation today, that feels like it would be a really loving, kind act for you. And just gently breathing this kind act into your mind and into your body with your breath. Just allow yourself to breathe it in. Open the mouth and allow yourself to sigh it out. And just in this quiet space, just connecting with your body, just placing your hands, your palms flat on your knees, placing your feet flat on the earth, and just really connecting to your body. Maybe some gentle, loving touch, just gently up and down your thighs, just connecting to your physical body. And just ask your body, is there anything else that you would like? Let me know if there's anything else that you would like. What would be something that you want more of or that you want less of? And see what comes. So our bodies are always talking to us, but the question is, are we listening? Are we creating space for our bodies to be heard? So just gently bring your hands to your heart center, placing your left palm flat on your chest, placing your right hand flat over the back of your left hand. Bring your feet flat on the earth and just really thanking your body for being here in this meditation, thanking your body. If you got a message, if your body did speak to you, you may or may not have got a message. It's absolutely fine. When we first start to connect with our bodies, we may not have connected or communicated with them for quite some time. So it may take a little bit of time, a few sessions, before our bodies start to speak to us. But the more that we practice speaking to our bodies, the more that our bodies will talk back to us. It becomes a healthy relationship between our minds and our bodies. It's not just a one-way street, with our mind being the bully and the boss and the body being overridden. But actually, it becomes like this loving, kind, caring, nurturing relationship between you and your body. So sending love to your body and gratitude for all the amazing things your body does. Just knowing that your body is working so hard to keep you healthy, to keep you alive. Every single thing it does is to help us survive, it's to help us to heal. Every single symptom, it's always an act of deep love, amazing healing. The pharmacy the natural pharmacy that you have inside of your body is mind-blowing. Just connecting with this deep inner wisdom of your body. Thanking your body for everything it does for you. And if it feels right for you, making a commitment to take the time to really tune in even more with your body and to really start to pay attention to what your body needs and to listen to the messages that your body is sending you. And just gently bringing hands to heart center, fingertips lightly pressing against each other, your left and your right thumb just lightly touching, bringing the palms together into Anjali prayer position, bowing your head, and just take a moment to send appreciation and gratitude to yourself for showing up and for spending time here in this meditation today. Really connecting with this energy of gentle ways to practice self-love. And it's truly been my honor to spend this time with you, and from my heart to yours, wishing you many, many blessings. Namaste. So just gently allowing yourself to come on back and just gently taking a nice little stretch as you allow yourself to gently, gently, gently come on back. Take a little twist if that feels nice. Stretch out the arms, stretch out the neck, and let yourself feel amazing. Give yourself a nice hug, wrap the arms around you. You might even like to imagine that they are like beautiful wings and they wrap all around your body, giving you a nice, loving and squishy hug. And just gently shaking out the fingers, shaking out the neck, shaking out the head, shake, 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 shake. And welcome back. So I hope that that was lovely for you. I hope that you feel all spacious, that you had a chance to connect to the wisdom that lives inside your body. And I am very curious to hear the messages that you got, if you got a little message from your body. I think we'll end the session here. And if you do want to stay on the call and share the messages that came up for you, feel free to take the microphone off mute and we can have a little chat. But thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I'll just turn the recording off.